yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad, it's like
good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
yeah, hey, look what I got. New whip with no top. Cooking up no stove top. Ice cold, no snow drop. Big budget ass, big facts. Big money in the contract. Been running no contact. New record with the new tracks. Yeah, they been sending me new plaques. I don't really need new plaques. Nah, big rock with the suplex. Yeah, new rock got a new flex. Yeah, I'm current, I'm a new trend. Now boys with the full scent. Yeah, like I said, no new friends. We don't really need new friends.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode.
I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke,
Yeah,
Rilla mode.
well, we can hold a peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Rilla gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the 2-door. Second global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest in. I'm tired of niggas, they front they blessings. They want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode.
I said stay woke,
clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a running crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empires fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Your ego bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode.
You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Go to the fucking jail.
Emotional damage.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, beaches, booshes, busses, hustles, and yahos? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you as powered is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you beaches. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. We are everywhere, baby. Let's go. All right, welcome to the show today. Hit the like button. We're live on Rumble and YouTube, and of course, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share the show with your friends. Let's get into today's episode. Our first merch pick of the day, because we still got buy one, get one, 50% off. Wow. That's right. Buy 10, get 10, 50% off. Buy 17, get 17, 50% off. And of course, a reach around. Ooh, you're going to like that. First one is from Pam, ET Phone Jim. Great fit. I always get so many compliments on this shirt from Papa. I got to keep my shirt, ... 5 fucking stars. That's what I'm talking about. We only do 5-star reviews because our merch is the absolute bee's knees and the nips tits. So make sure you head on over there, pick up some merch, and ET Phone Gym is one of our all-time designs that we dropped this past year. Absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. We love it.
Just an inch.
We love it.
Just an inch. It's cold outside.
All right, we got some new responses to that mindfulness post in the app this past week, so make sure you go and comment on that if you haven't yet. We're going to get this first response. This one's via email. This one's from Luis.
What's in the box?
Let's get into this one. Oop. We're not in the knowledge cock portion. We are just in that tippy tip. Let's get that back up there. There we go. Luis says, hey, Swole team, I'm beyond excited. I just won today's Swole card 3555. Oh, that was yesterday. Very nice. Save the biotwat on the live stream and wanted to send my info right away. Thank you so much. I'm a huge fan and just want to say thank you for all the motivation you bring. I love when you randomly pop up in my feed when I'm not expecting it. It always gives me that extra push. Because of your content and mindset, I'm a healthier version of myself today than I was last year. I've officially lost 110 pounds since I started watching your videos, and I'm also a proud subscriber to the Swolenormous app. I'm very excited to continue interacting with you and the Swole fam, whether it's on Telegram or through the app. Thank you again for the Swole card. I truly appreciate it and the daily motivation. Keep crushing it. Swole in the USA. Oh, hell yeah. Much love, Gully. All right. There we go. Great post. Congratulations. And we got another Save the Biotwat today. We're actually running a whole Save the Biotwat. We're just running a gamut on that. We are just going hard on the biotwat. We want biotwats to be first and foremost in our society. We really appreciate the biotwat. We love it. We love it because we're a patriarchy, and we all know that patriarchies love biotwat. You know what I'm saying? Let's get another minute.
He's heating up!
We love us some biotwat here in the Swole fam and here in the great old USA. So thanks for the email response. Make sure you respond to those emails. If you're not on the email list, head on over and download the 7 pillars. You can go to send us a question. Anytime you respond and send in an email, respond to all those because I'm sending out emails regularly and hopefully it is destroying your inbox and making sure that you're getting some go to the fucking gym inspiration and motivation in your inbox. You know how we feel about motivation, but still got to set the record straight. And if you're opening up your inbox, I would love to be there with that knowledge cock. So get on the email list, download the 7 pillars. If you have, you're on the email list. And of course, you can respond to that and we will feature your responses if you have something that you want to maybe send us in. And the Instagram stories, obviously, it's very limited. You don't get a lot of space, but you can send us an email and we are eager to share your comments on the show and we love to see it. So we got this picture too. That's right. This is connected. That's right. It's not 2 separate posts. We got some gains here. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that chungus on the left. Look at that big old chungus. Aww. Look at that big old chungus on the left. And look at this dude on the right. Absolutely based. Look at that progress. Get another round of applause. I didn't share this image early enough. I forgot there was an image after this. That's fantastic. So I don't know how many pounds you've lost, but you tell me if that's the same fucking person. Dude. You look a little like Mike Benz on the right, you know? If you know who that is. Your face looks a little violent. Look at those gains. Look at the sweat. Look at the biceps. Look at that shit. Looking good, bro. Massive progress. Look at all the muscle you put on. Look at all the fat you lost. Super dope. Good for you. Good for you. Looking swole as fuck. All right, let's get into some more of those responses. Speaking of the amazing Swolenormous app, again, join us, swolenormousx.com, download the app, and the community is fire. So, you know, a lot of apps or a lot of communities, quote unquote, they don't get a lot of engagement. When you're posting up the community, people are always on that shit, like Swole fam on steak, like gainers on steak. Everyone's all up in there. So you have any questions, you want to share a progress pic, anything, post it up in the community section. It's fire. And we're all over that. I'm looking at it, answering comments and questions. And of course we cover them on the show. So really awesome for all of you that are jumping in over there. So join us. I asked the other day, what is your daily approach for mindfulness? We pinned this to the top of the community. Cerny says, the first thing I do when I wake up is tell myself it's going to be a good day. Starting my day with positivity is a must. I like meditating in the evening, letting the trash thoughts disappear and making sleep a hell of a lot better. So I think this is more of a hack. Obviously, the morning is important to have a morning routine. But if you understand that the evening and having a good evening is the key to having a good morning, if you're not getting good sleep, you're going to wake up and you're going to feel, you know, all the stuff that's undealt with is going to be lingering around. So make sure that you unload, whether you're journaling, whether you're meditating, sauna, some yoga, going for a walk, reading, something to allow your mind to decompress before sleep. So you make sure you get a good night's sleep. Make sure you take care of your evening routine, because even before you worry about the morning, the evening is really important. And people underestimate the power of a quality evening in order to translate into the next day. People wake up first thing in the morning to work out and they feel dragging and they're like flat or they're cramping and they're dehydrated. It's because the day before and the evening before, you're not hydrated, you're not eating properly, you're not sleeping properly, you're not whatever. So if you want to improve your morning routine, go back to your evening routine and then tighten that up. And then you can take your next steps and try and see what works best for you. So there's no bad time to meditate. And then the more you practice little intermittent meditation and mindfulness and being present, then you can tap into that. Like I always say, you could tap into that for 15 seconds at a red light or anything. You know, you can pause for a few moments, chill out, and then move forward. So the more you're allowing yourself to practice that, you can tap into it more often. So good stuff. Good stuff. Diana says, at the risk of sounding like a teacher's pet, it's brain gains. The other things I was doing, including tapping, weren't working for me as well anymore. Brain gains helps my brain quickly get to where it needs to be to chill out. Well, you're not a teacher's pet. This is why we have brain gains. This is why mindfulness is the sixth pillar. It's a foundational component of Swolenormous X, of the Swole fam. And this is what we do. This is what we do. Obviously, brain gains is there to teach you, to educate you on how to be mindful and how to create a mindfulness practice. It doesn't have to be the be all end all, but it should be the foundation. If you've never exposed yourself to this or tried it, do that. That's why we have brain gains. And then it can expand into other things. It's awesome. It's awesome. So not a teacher's pet. That's just pretty much what we do. So cool. You're a member, you're doing it, and you're using the content, you're using the app, and you're using all this stuff. That's the way it's supposed to be done. So good for you. Good for you. That's the way it's supposed to be done.
I give it a 10.
Doing it.
A 10.
Doing it right.
Fucking 10.
All right, we got two more. This one's from James. To paraphrase Stuart Smalley, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. I don't like the parentheses for these quotes. Does anyone else know this quote? I'm good enough, no, get better. I'm smart enough, no, keep learning. And gosh darn it, people like me. If you don't, then it's a you problem. I don't think that's an accurate, I don't really understand the quote. Maybe it's definitely paraphrased, but I'm assuming you're saying that, no, you got to be putting in the work every day and get that 1% better type thing. So anyway, we can look up the real quote. Sounds like there's something good there. Yeah, maybe I'm not reading that properly, but make it easier for me to read because it's an old SNL skit. I don't remember that one. But anyway, good stuff. If it helps you, that's what matters. Louise says, mindfulness for me is staying present in the moment, whether that's training, working, or spending time with my daughter, being intentional with my thoughts, actions, and reactions, control what I can, release what I can't. Period. End of story. And one of the great things about the 7 pillars, obviously, there's going to be stuff in your life. There's always going to be things that are either out of your control. Most things are out of your control, and that's important to remember. So what is in your control? Seriously, don't worry about things that are out of your control, or work that stuff back. What's out of your control, and then work back to why you're exposed to those things and what can you do of which that you're in control to manage those things that you are not in control of. Maybe it's blocking, maybe it's not going on the internet and scrolling and watching the news. I know a lot of you don't watch CNN and MSNBC and all these mainstream media outlets that are trying to brainwash you and get you angry about shit that you don't have to care about. You know, really, when you go on the internet or you go on your computer or your phone or you're talking to people, everyone else is going to be giving you things that you should be caring about. That's what the mainstream media does. You should care about this. You should be angry about this. What if you're not? You don't have to be. And constantly you're being told, you're being guilted into thinking that you have to care. Like, do you have to care about an insurgent group that's interfering with law enforcement operations that you voted for? No, you don't have to care about those people's feelings. They want you dead. Why do you care if they are upset about enforcing law and order? So all the things that we're talking about on a daily basis, all the things that you're dealing with, you don't have to be upset by those things. You don't have to get emotionally tied in like, oh my God. You don't have to care. It has nothing to do with you. It's nowhere near you. It does. You have to make sure that you are working on your community, on your family, on protecting yourself, on doing the best for you. And that's really where it ends. You have to handle your responsibility, take care of yourself, and then you could branch outward. The problem is you're seeing a lot of people that have no agency in their life, They've outsourced everything to the government, to the state, to the media, and they're just being waved around like a bunch of puppets, but you don't have to get all emotionally wrapped up and you don't have to go down the retarded spiral with them. Focus on what you can control. Focus on those 7 pillars. Anchor yourself. Do your job. Go to the fucking gym. Take care of your family. Improve yourself. Improve your own well-being. And then let that radiate outwards into your community. And focus on your community and making sure that your local town, your state, all that stuff, do the best for you and your community in your area. And be a beacon of light, truth, and sick fucking gains. That's what I can say. That's what I can say.
You switch the samples.
And just understand that when you go and you look, politics are real. I'm not a fan of the whole, hey, we shouldn't be talking about politics at the dinner table. We shouldn't be saying these things. The reason why we're in this situation is because people don't talk to their kids. People send away their children to universities. They let other people teach their kids and brainwash their kids. They let the iPad, the TV, the video games, everything teach their kids and educate them and their friends. The blind lead the blind. And then you wonder why people are growing up insane and have completely different views because you're outsourcing all this stuff. Take control. Take control of your life. Take control of what comes into your circle. And remember that human beings are naturally going to be reactive more towards negativity. So everything out there is going to be shock factor, negativity. Have you seen this? Oh my God, this happened. Oh my God, that happened. Oh my God, this happened. And these kinds of things are always happening. There's 7 billion people in the world. The world's a big place. And unfortunately, when you have this little 6-inch screen, you're seeing everything. And you're really not even seeing everything. You're seeing a fraction of it, and you're seeing whatever is going to keep you on that app. The apps want you to stay in it. The apps want you to keep, the companies, they want you to keep using it. Because if you're using these apps, they can show you ads. If you're using these apps, they can get your data and they can sell it. All these different things. Now, for example, the Swolenormous app, use the fuck out of it. You could post up in the community. You're going to get your masterclass. You're going to get your programs. You're going to get the Swole fam or in the Telegram chat. Like, it doesn't mean that you can't use other things, but surround yourself with things that are going to be benefiting you. Talking about improving, talking about getting your sleep better, talk about improving your nutrition, talk about improving your programming. And if you have issues and you have experiences, share them with the Swole fam because there's a lot of people with a lot of different experiences and a lot of wisdom, and we can help you work through it. But surround yourself with more positivity, and that will pull you to that next level rather than allowing everything to drag you back. Because unfortunately, people like to wallow in misery. If you have a job that you don't like, a lot of people have that kind of trauma bonding where you spend a lot of time with people that you work with. You're really close. You're always hanging out. Then you get a new job. You never talk to them again. A lot of that is just trauma bonding. You hate your job. You hate everything. Oh my God, my boss, this and this. I can't believe this, that, and the other. And you're just commiserating and complaining all the time. There's really no value there in those relationships. So, distance yourself from the kind of like negative talk, because if you just keep on hating on your own life and oh, this sucks and this sucks and this sucks and this sucks, it just translates into everything. So more positivity, focusing on things that you can control, improving yourself, educating yourself, reading books, stuff like that. So in other words, it's kind of like a FEF. Today's Thursday, but tomorrow's FEF. But remember, just kind of clean out the noise. Just a reminder, this is pre-FEF. Always. Just clean out that bullshit. Clean out that bullshit. Clean out that bullshit. It's not necessary. And you want to be active. And you want to be active in control. You want to be in control. And when you're on your phone, you're receiving. So if you use these tools, they're very beneficial, but use them actively. Use them with intent. Don't allow them to manipulate and to control you. All right, let's get into some Rate My Meal. Now, this is going to be for better or for worse. We know it's probably for the worse. And I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we're going to start off. Are we going to ramp up or are we going to downhill it? We'll see. What do we got? What do we got? Are we going to start off with some steak?
What's in the box?
First one. I have nothing wrong with this. It's just the fact that it's cottage cheese. I have no problem with cottage cheese, but it's making me have a problem with cottage cheese. Just the fact that so many people are just eating cottage cheese all the time, which is fine. But I like, the grass-fed raw cottage cheese that we get. There's nothing wrong with it. It just fascinates me how many people eat cottage cheese. I never knew. And cheese is good. Of course, quality matters, but whatever. A weird mix, though. This is weird. Jimmy Dean sage sausage. Quality check there. And cottage cheese, easy and filling. All right. Okay. It's kind of fast food. Jimmy Dean. I mean, I wouldn't recommend low quality meats like that. Just be careful. You know, you could get better quality food. Make that some ground beef and cottage cheese. I don't care if you have cottage cheese with it. Definitely filling. All right. Come on. I wouldn't eat Jimmy Dean sausage, though. Christopher Escobedo. Lean ground beef. Potatoes. Onion. Tomatoes. And protein pasta. Protein pasta. Protein pasta. And of course, mozzarella cheese. Of course. One Piece in the background. All right, so you're watching some anime and stuff. All right. Okay. Protein pasta. Always sketched out and skeptical when pasta has nothing to do with protein. So what's with this protein pasta? Doesn't make it good for you. Keep in mind, if you're trying to make fake bacon or fake sausage or fake pasta, like it's not really pasta, you're making things look like noodles. There's just a lot of other processing and ulterior ingredients and stabilizers and fillers and stuff that's possible. Doesn't mean you can't do it better than others, but you know. Is there plastic? Someone said in plastic. Oh yeah. And again, rate my meal. That's what this is. So it could be like, hey, Papa Swolio, judge my meal, but I'm rating your meal. So again, you're posting this, you're sharing this, and I'm not sitting here to be like, you're not eating good enough. Again, I know it could be taken as it's never good enough. You can't eat perfectly. I'm just trying to educate people. Like, don't be eating out of plastic. Don't be eating hot in plastic. That's so bad. Get yourself like a plate. Get yourself a bowl. And it looks like you're at work. Okay. But still put it on a fucking plate. Bring a plate. Bring a plate, dude. Bring a plate. But even if you have something left over and you put it in like a plastic container, which you shouldn't, bring some glass. If you're going to microwave it, like I don't like doing that, but put it, at least if you're going to heat it up in a microwave, put it in glass. You know, if you're going to do that stuff, Elizabeth says, just make your own pasta with quality flour. That's better than store-bought. The problem is, you know this, Elizabeth, all the flours have wheat germ agglutinin. They have all these other stabilizers and they're GMO. You have to get quality flour from Europe and stuff. And you really have to look into this, like einkorn flour and stuff like that. Most people aren't going to mill their own shit. They're not going to make their own pasta. But I agree. It's better. It's better. But you're eating hot plastic. And again, one meal is at the end of the world. One meal, you're going to get plastic poisoning. But this is all the time. This is all the time. People are eating tons of plastic every year in micro quantities. And, you know, I don't want all that plastic in my ball sack. I'm sure I have plastic in my sack. Most people do. And there's plastic everywhere. Just minimize it. You don't need to be heating it up in plastic. Don't make it easier to eat plastic. How about that? Elizabeth says, I found quality flour from Italy and definitely use glass storage. What kind of flour do you have? See, that's the hack. And this is another reason why when people go and they travel into Europe and they eat pizza or pasta and like, I felt great. I didn't feel bloating. I didn't feel swollen. Yeah, it's because in Europe, with all the hot shit mess that Europe has with immigration and no human right and lacking human rights and free speech and all those other issues, they got the food shit down. Because they ban these ingredients, they ban these pesticides, they ban GMOs. I think most places, is it like overall in Europe, most if not all the places in Europe ban these things that we allow here in the United States. So you can order things overseas and you can also get them things like on Amazon or Whole Foods, like they import them, but you can get them from overseas and actually use better ingredients and make it yourself. But it takes time. How do you make food? There's no time. Well, you manage it appropriately and you learn how to meal prep and you learn how to cook in larger quantities and put it away and put it into containers. It's just practice. It's practice, time management, and it's priority. If you care and you're going to prioritize it, you get the latest iPhone, you have the latest shoes, you have a new fucking car, you have a new phone, you have blah, 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 but you don't have quality food. It's like focus on the most important shit. The rest of it will work into place. You got to focus on your health. You want to focus on your health. Elizabeth says Caputo brand. Yeah. If you share a picture, I'll show a picture in the chat. I've never heard of that, but cool. This is why the Swole fam's awesome. What are you using? Cool. Where can I get that? Where'd you get that? And then you go and you try it. It's not that hard. It's not that hard, you know? And if you have kids, Cool. You can learn how to cook together. Show them how to look at a recipe. Okay, here's what this means. Half a cup. Here, you take this cup. See, it says 1/4. That means a quarter. That's the same as 0.25. And then you take a scoop of this and you pour it in there. Okay, you do it. And show them how to do it. You could learn how to cook together. It's just reading and following the instructions. It's cooking by numbers. Just takes a little practice. Not that bad. All right, we got another one. This is good. You're going to like this one. You're going to like this one. We got steak, and that's nice. That's well cooked, not well done. That's well cooked. That's a nice medium rare steak. We got some sweet potato and some asparagus. All right, sweet.
He's on fire!
Dwayne. We like Dwayne. Attaboy, DK. Attaboy. There you go. Steak daddy over here. Oh, we got some good fam. This is what I'm talking about. I just checked the last couple. I got ahead of myself. Yeah, we're in the clear. John Satter. This is what I eat, Papa Swolio, for 5 days on the road. 2 meals a day. Breakfast is beef, butter, bacon, and eggs.
Wow.
Lunch is chicken steak, mushrooms in butter, and bacon grease. Okay.
Hadouken!
There you go. On the road. Guess what that means? Meal prep. Good for you. 2 meals a day. Very nice. Okay, so when you're traveling, no excuse. You see all the other containers with the butter and all that stuff, and he's going to mix them into other containers. That's fantastic. Good for you. Good for you, John. Good for you. On the road, still making gains. Oh my God, these meals are fantastic today. Holy shit, what a Thursday. What a day. Have a day, fam. Let's get another America. Have a fucking day. Have a fucking day out there. All right, Neil Stanford, post-workout breakfast, Kodiak chocolate chip pancakes. Look, you're not making protein pancakes. If you're gonna eat some fucking pancakes, be a man. Eat some fucking pancakes and call them a pancake. This is high protein keto pancake. Eat a fucking pancake. All right? If you're going to blow your fucking gut apart, eat a fucking pancake. If you can handle it, eat that shit. If you're going to eat bacon, eat some fucking bacon. If you're going to do crystal meth, make it the real shit. Make it the real shit, you know? I'm just kidding. It's not the same. Papa Swolio compared pancakes to crystal meth. Kodiak chocolate chip. That seems like it would. I've seen Kodiak pancakes. That seems like it would give me a little. I don't know. Have anyone else have that? The brand. I feel like I've seen the label in the past. Kodiak chocolate chip pancakes, 2 whole eggs, 2.5 ounces of ground turkey. Oh, Aaron's like, did someone say turkey? Ooh, did someone say turkey? We'll keep going. All right, Neil. Vic. Can I call you Vic? I think I'm going to call you Vic. Vic, we got a problem with this meal. We got a problem. It's not in front of me. Vic, we have an issue and we got to talk about it. Why am I not eating this? Why am I not eating this right now? Look at this plate. It's on wood. Huge fan of wood. We have epic fucking steaks. We have some avocado slices, some Bosteries, some strawberries. I got a little ketchup there. I don't know what you're doing with that ketchup, but I ate. And we have some eggs. Can we just end it there? Yeah, we can, because that's fucking fantastic. We're getting another America. Get some gorillas. Vic, the only problem with this meal is that I'm not in front of it right now. I want to party with you, bro. I want to party with you. That's the only thing I see wrong with this meal is someone tell me that steak doesn't look like it's, you can tell when you cut that, it's going to almost pop, right? You know, when the steak is just like nice and seared and it's nice meat, rare, medium rare. And you know, when you cut it, just kind of like it pops open. It's just so juicy and just ready to be consumed. That's almost going to jump in your mouth. It's going to jump on your face. I just want to end the show. I'm just going to look at this for a little bit. That looks like a really good steak. Any questions? Fucking based. All right. Okie dokie. So let's get into some questions. We are live and we're going to take some questions. I'm not seeing anything pop up there. All right. We got this from, thank you for sharing that. You guys are quick on the interwebs. We got this from Elizabeth. Well, there we go. That wasn't bad.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking
The picture
10.
of whatever Elizabeth Flower was using. But look, today for merch, look at this. I just got this one in because I have a blue one. This is the Circle of Lift. All right. We got all the Timon and Pumbaa Circle of Lift. Looks great on green. And I have a blue one, but it's like I have a blue one, but it's trash. I wore it to do gardening and stuff, and it's all dirty and stained. I love it. But I got this new one in, and I really like it in green. So Circle of Lift, we got flags, we got mugs, and bottom line, we also, if you didn't know, fam, did you know over at papaswolio.com, not only do we have all those things, but we have tapestries. I don't know if you know, but we got tapestries over there at papaswolio.com. Go check it out.
This is a castle, isn't it? There are tapestries.
We have many tapestries.
We'll have many tapestries. Look at those tapestries. Bam. You like flags? Cool. You like mugs? Cool. You like stickers? Cool. Well, these are essentially stickers for your wall. No, they're cloth, but we have many different types. We have many tapestries. Turn your apartment, turn your house into an absolute castle. Go and check it out. Buy one, get one free means buy one, get one free. Tapestries also. So don't be sleeping on that.
What's in the box?
All right, questions. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio, and we'll get to some questions live. Let's see if we have any that I missed. If you did ask a question and I'm not seeing it, just drop in the comments again. Matthew Fayola on the interwebs. Let's see, Papa Swolio, during my core workouts, I keep getting a cramp in my side. What's the best way to deal with those? Well, if you're getting cramping, I guess it could be, the volume that you're doing. Chances are it's probably a nutrient deficiency. You're probably low on sodium, maybe magnesium, but you really shouldn't be cramping during the sessions. So it's probably a hydration, nutritional issue. So, without knowing other things, that's what I would go with first. You might have a magnesium deficiency. Most people do. Vitamin D and magnesium, especially this time of year, but also just general hydration and sodium. If you're cramping or you have headaches and things like that, it's a common sodium deficiency. So make sure that you are getting your electrolytes in, make sure you're hydrating properly, and it could be one of those things. All right. Let's see. Deshaun Hill, Papa Swolio, should I do crack to lose weight? Well, you should... You should do Duolingo to learn how to speak English first. I'm just teasing you. But yes, doing crack. Hey, should you do crack? I do not think you should do crack. Unless you're doing BioTwat. BioTwat can help you lose weight too. Lots of good cardio. But I don't think you should do crack. I will specify that doing crack will help you lose weight. Doing crack will help you lose weight, but I do not think you should do crack. All right? Not medical advice. Just saying. HRH, Charlie the Shishon. What do you think about cycling workouts? Like bicycle? And what do you mean by a cycling workout? Like spin classes? If you're doing cardio, then guess what? That's one way you could do cardio. I personally don't think that people should sit on a fucking pad right on their fucking taint and just spin their legs and hunch over for an hour, because most people are hunched over and have terrible posture already. But it doesn't mean you can't get one of those air bikes. Look, there's many ways to do cardio and get your heart rate up. You could do sauna, you could do sled, you could do kettlebell stuff, you could do club swinging, you could do sprints, you could do plyometrics, you could do VersaClimber, you could do one of those air bikes, you could do one of those, Woodway treadmill, self-powered runners. You can do a bunch of different things. What's your goal? What are you trying to accomplish? And just understand whatever you prioritize is going to be what you have. You should focus on building muscle. So you should have a good strength training program, focus on progressive overload, and then fill in the gaps with cardio that doesn't negatively affect your recovery, and space that out. That way you're not sacrificing your strength training. So focus on building muscle. Cycling, whatever you want to do for cardio, kind of irrelevant. If you enjoy going out for a bike ride, that's different because there's different benefits, right? If you're going out, hey, I'm going to go for a bike ride, and you enjoy the scenery, it's fresh air, all that kind of stuff, totally fine. But what are you really trying to accomplish? Are you doing it because you love riding a bike? That's different. You could do things you enjoy. I'm not here to tell you what to enjoy. but understand what are your goals, because you should also have specific goals for what you're doing your training for. And then, of course, you could bias towards things you enjoy, but understand different things are going to get you different places. So if you're trying to build a lot of muscle, but I'm going to run a marathon all the time, it's like, it's going to be hard for you to pack on muscle. You know, stuff like that. And when I say pack on muscle, it's hard to build muscle. So it's not like, hey, I'm lifting, I'm just going to blow up. It takes a long time and takes a lot of discipline and dedication. So people think building muscle is much easier than it is. And they do a lot of cardio because it's easier. Cardio is easier. It is. It's just repetition. You zone out and you just do the thing. It's easier to do cardio. It's easier to do cardio. Much easier. Much easier. Okay. And I'm not talking about competition, but it's easier just to do some aerobics. It's just not challenging in the same way that heavy strength training and all the things that are required to do to build muscle long term. You know, it's just not the same. Sergio, boof. And I know because I used to do tons of cardio-based workouts. I did all that stuff. You know, it's not as hard. How did you take care of your hair to have it like that? Proper nutrition, proper recovery, vitamin D, proper protein and fat, collagen. All these things are very important. If you're eating quality foods, hair, skin, nails. If you do not have proper nutrition, how can you build quality hair, quality skin, quality nails, strength, right? It's all based on what you eat. Now, also, your skin and everything, it's like, for example, your hair, it's dead. So you also want to make sure it's moisturized and all these things so it doesn't fracture and split and break. But a lot of that is also going to be from the nutrition and the quality that it's created with, and then what you use topically. So first off, we got a couple items here. These are all available on papaswolio.com. Scalp seed. This is for your head, and you can also use it in your beard. So this is great for the roots and great for moisturization, great for strengthening the follicles so you can have strong hair at the root. Scalp seed, you're planting, right? Seed. And then main gains is for the mids and ends. So rub it through the mids and ends of your hair, brush it through, and it's going to strengthen and moisturize the hair and the actual, you know, as it grows longer so you don't get split ends, so you don't get like the thinning. And then, of course, the scalp seed at the base. So you start inside with nutrition, sun, all those good things. Got the scalp seed, got the main gains, and then you have amazing hair all the way through. So papaswolio.com. Okay. All right. Pam says, I saw someone yesterday that I hadn't seen in a while. They were like, damn, your hair. I had to tell them about main gains. Damn right. Aww. It's good shit. It's good shit. And Cerny says, scalp seed, no more scalp itching. I love this. I use a scalp seed on like my beard every night. Every night. I'll show you. We'll do it live. It's great. All you do, all right, this is a scalp seed. I'll just do this. Ooh, alive. Just drip it, right? Little drop here and there. And you could do more, right? And then you just kind of just massage it through. Oh, yeah. Now, ladies, I know Pam and Cerny aren't putting scalp seed on their face because you don't want a beard. Oh, but if you have a beard, just massage it in there. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Very nice. So I do that and I get in there. Oh, yeah. And then if I want to use main gains, I haven't done this today yet. So there we go. Take a little squirt. And we have the pump top. This is an old bottle. That's an old bottle that I just keep in here. It smells so good. And then if any of you have hair, how many of you have used main gains? Because when I put it in my beard and my hair right after, and scalp seed's different. It's much thicker, but the main gains is very soft. And when you put it in your beard, everything just gets super soft. It's super soft. And then I just put that on the top. You just kind of rub it through and whatever. You could brush it through and all that stuff. So very simple. Smells good. And then if you have a little bit left on your hands, you can just put on your arms. It's great for moisturizing, but it doesn't get sticky and greasy. Just kind of absorbs. So it's really great as a moisturizer too. Use the rest of it. Very nice. All right. Karen says, even though I have very thick hair, the scalp seed helped it from shedding so much post-menopausal. Great. Excellent. Fantastic. You know, and these are all organic ingredients. It smells great. You know, nothing, it's all hypoallergenic. You're not going to have issues. And like anything else, you could try it on a small area of your skin to make sure you don't have a reaction. But if you don't have any issues with, like, really, you're not going to have issues with, it's castor oil, argan oil, cedarwood, bergamot, vanilla. Like, these things are fantastic. It just smells so good. Smoke. It's so good. Look at that. And it's so much softer. You can't feel it, but man, it's so soft. So soft. Chip says, I started deep conditioning my hair once a week and has helped with my dry hair. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you know what? A lot of times with people's hair, they use all these products that are, you know, if you're washing, if you have long hair, and most guys don't have long hair, but most of these products just strip all the oils. You're not supposed to wash and like scrub your hair all the time. You're supposed to brush it and get those natural oils brushing through your hair regularly. It just keeps your roots good. You don't get like that collective oils and stuff and greasy hair. But a lot of you are sweating a lot. You're doing this stuff. So you brush your hair, get it through. But taking care of your scalp, taking care of your hair, it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. Your head will feel good. It's invigorating. You got all these little tiny muscles and pores and everything. People just neglect certain areas of their body. But once you start paying attention to these different things, it just makes you feel better overall. And women really know this. Women really know, because if you don't have a lot of hair, or you're not really you're not going and getting your hair done, or you're getting your hair trimmed, or if you don't have a beard, you're not getting your beard trimmed, but it feels good. Every time you go and you get like trimmed up and cleaned up, it just feels good. It makes you feel better. It's like anything else with gardening. You're cleaning out the dead wood, the dead hair, the stuff that's just, you know, extra. It's invigorating. And plus, what's great about the smell and the scent of these products, you know, when you have good stuff, like you're smelling it, it's in your beard, and it helps, it wakes you up, and it has that good connotation, and it's all natural ingredients, and it's nice. It's nice. So that's what I use. And I recommend people do likewise. Take care of your hair, skin, and nails. And it starts with your proper habits, your 7 pillars, your nutrition, and all these other things. All right. It's amazing how so many people have hair and beards and they just don't take care of it. And I used to too. I mean, I've had long hair for a long time, but I never really took care of it as regularly as I should have. But, you know, once I started using these products and we started, you know, using them personally. And then of course we made the products since because they work so well, wanted to promote it and offer it to more people. It's just great. I use them all the time and it's fantastic. All right. We'll take another one. Any questions? Drop in the comments.
What's in the box?
Bender Daniel, Papa Swole, first gain muscles or lose weight? Forget the weight loss. You want to minimize fat, muscles, even, you know, muscles. Stop worrying about the fat loss. That will come if you're having good habits and you're lifting heavy weights and all those things. Muscle. All right. Last question from Instagram stories. Any other live ones? Drop in the comments. We'll get to it. Even if you ask a little bit after, I know sometimes there's a delay, so just drop it. Bjorn Van Lanen. I eat raw liver and bone marrow 4 times a week. Is that enough? Sure. Especially if it's whatever the amount is. Find what works best for you, and that's fine. You don't have to eat raw liver every day. You can. But if you're eating it every day, you don't eat as much. If you eat it once a week, I just think you'll feel better with more frequency. So if you're eating raw liver, rather than eating a pound once a week, I would recommend eating 2 to 4 ounces every day or every other day or something like that. So if you miss a day, sometimes I haven't chopped any liver. I'm like, oh, I didn't have any yesterday. It's like, it's okay. You're not going to die. But you'll feel better if you have it more regularly. And then how much you consume, it's up to you. So 4 times a week, is that enough? It certainly can be. So it really depends. And of course, if you have more muscle mass, you're a larger person, or you're training really hard, you need more nutrients. You need more of this stuff. So for someone who's like, you know, if you're 200 plus pounds and you're very muscular, you're going to need more of certain nutrients than you will if you're 120 pounds and muscular. It's just a different amount of human that you need to satisfy. So is that enough? You tell me. How you feeling? All right? How you feeling? How we doing? All right. We talked about tapestries. We got tapestries. Balls deep time. Let's do it. All right.
That's deep.
Okay. Hit the like button. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Do we show the card? Make sure you drop it. I thought we showed Pinkston today. Save the biotwat. She's head down. Save the bio twat. Save the bio twat. Drop that in the comments down below. Now, Pinkston's got a bio twat. Pinkston's got a bio twat. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Little babies. Yes, she does. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. And there's Rufus. What the fuck, dude? He's literally right behind. He's right behind my chair, right? He's right behind my foot. I'm really glad we got a camera here, and I'm really glad that got a nice bed, nice camera, fantastic, perfect. Everything's done well. Great camera angle, everything's on point. That's it. So awesome. Thanks for the dog cam. Perfect. Glad we invested in this. Excellent. Thank you, dude. Perfect. Great. Yeah, he is very meaty. He's gotten bigger. He's I don't think he's still growing anymore. He's not supposed to be, but he's put on some meat. He's a very meaty boy. He's got a lot of meat. Look at those jetties. Look at that leg. Look at this thing. Look at these paws. Look at that guy. Look at that meats. Look at that meat. Look at his little toes. All right. Well, he's comfortable. So let's do this one. We have reacting to what I eat in a day. So let's get into some gunch.
What's in the box?
Let's get into some gunch. What we got here? Reacting to what I eat in a day. Oh, is it Abby Dull? All right, okay, so, Jesus Christ. So Abby is going to be in the corner. What are you wearing? Abby looks like she needs to go to the fucking gym and eat a steak. She looks frail. Let's see. Dietitian reaction incoming. I'm just going to scroll because I don't really care. So this morbidly obese woman with sausage fingers says, Kodiak French toast sticks. Told you. But it says Kodiak. It's got to be healthy. Kodiak sounds like Alaska. And it's cold up there, so it's got to be natural and icy and fresh. Okay, Kodiak French toast sticks, a.k.a. Sugar Bomb. Good for you. First thing in the morning, 9:30 a.m., you're eating candy. Okay. That's at 9:30. And then at 12:30, Jack's Chicken and Fries. So fried food and garbage. Okay, trash. And then, let's see. I don't know what that says, what time that is. Mott's Apple Bar, more sugar. And then water refill, 4 p.m. So now Abby's going to have an opinion on this, which is garbage. So I'm putting it out there. Dog shit choices, absolute shit. And she's going to say, good job. What do you think she's going to say? That's what she showed. So this woman, during her 8 to 5, she's morbidly obese. Kodiak French toast sticks. Fried chicken and fries, as if the fried chicken wasn't enough. An apple bar, water all day. Oh, I'm drinking water. I'm healthy. I'm drinking water. We know water by itself. You need some electrolytes in there and whatever else, fine. Mott's Apple Bar, so just void of anything. And that's it. So Abby is going to be like, good job, girl. Yes, queen. Let's see what she says.
Madison, I'm Abby Sharp. I'm an obese dietitian, and I am honestly really sorry that you have to deal with troll remarks like this in your
Oh, she's going to defend because, oh my God, you know what, Abby, you're not look at your face. That's her. That's every brain cell in her brain. That's what it looks like. I'm sorry they have to deal with people's correct opinions that might hurt your feelings. So let's see what she is so sorry that this girl has to deal with. Nickname should be garbage disposal. Correct. She's eating trash. To be so young and already have completely given up is so sad. Correct. You can say whatever you want. It's true. She's morbidly obese, sitting around and eating crap. That's just objectively true. Okay? But Abby's going to be like, I'm sorry you have to deal with these comments that maybe hurts your fifis. It's garbage. I thought you were a no BS dietitian. Oh, you're a fucking grifter. Yeah. This bitch.
troll remarks like this in your comment section.
Pause. Let's see. Okay. So let's see. Rainbow replay. Let's say, dude, you sound like an asshole, and that's not morbidly obese. That literally means at risk for death. Have a nice day. Bro, that's morbidly obese. That's beyond morbidly obese. Are you fucking retarded? Just saying. I hope you have a nice day too, but that's morbidly obese. Okay? Her fingers look like Jimmy Dean sausage. That's morbidly obese. The fat has nowhere else to go. It's just busting out of her hands. She looks like she has gloves that are inflated with water. Like those rubber gloves. You ever get those rubber latex gloves as a kid and you fill it up and the hand gets really puffed out? Absolute massively morbidly obese. Look at this woman. I'm not making fun of her. She's like morbidly obese. Morbidly obese. Okay.
I'm an obese dietitian, and I am honestly really sorry that you have to deal with troll remarks like this in your comment section. And friends, when you see shit like this, maybe you can understand why the vast majority of What I Eat in a Day videos are posted by thin women. In this workday, our girl here has a serving of Kodiak French toast sticks, which have 6 grams of fiber and 10.
I can't with this retard. Do you think she's do you think Abby is actually retarded, or do you think she's evil, or do you think she's just dumb? I mean, retarded, dumb, but you know what I mean. Is this intentfully retarded? It can't possibly be. It's not satire. It's not satire. The Kodiak French toast sticks, it has 6 grams of fiber. So is a pile of dog shit I see on the side of the road. I'm sure that's got more fucking fiber. Should I eat the dog shit? Should I eat the dog shit on the side of the fucking road? Hey, there's a dead raccoon. It's got 6 grams of fiber.
Thin women. In this workday, our girl here has a serving of Kodiak French toast sticks, which have 6 grams of fiber and 10 grams of protein. She's got some chicken fingers and fries for lunch, and then a Mott's apple snack bar, which has 3 grams of fiber.
What's with this fiber shit? What is going on here? Do you guys understand how sinister this shit is? Think of how many people listen to this moron. It's got fiber. It's got fiber. The Mott's apple bar, it's got fiber as well. She ate some chicken fingers, fried fucking chicken, and French fries from a fast food restaurant that's, 99.9% fried in fucking vegetable oil. This is so fucking bad. No BS dietitian, no knowledge, no understanding, and does not care about her audience at all. Just virtue signaling slop. Absolute virtue signal. You give biotwats a bad name, Abby. Save the biotwat. Save the biotwat. 10 grams of fiber. What is with the fiber? Does fiber make a food good? Or how much fiber does steak have? Who cares?
Has a serving of Kodiak French toast sticks, which have 6 grams of fiber and 10 grams of protein. She's got some chicken fingers and fries for lunch, and then a Mott's apple snack bar, which has 3 grams of fiber.
Garbage. The woman ate garbage all day. Any questions? Objectively, she ate garbage all day. Let's continue.
And well, sure, if I were wearing my dietitian hat, I would say, yeah, let's add some Greek yogurt as a dip to that French toast.
If I was wearing my dietitian hat, shouldn't you be? I thought you were a no BS dietitian. You should probably wear a hat. Whatever's going on up there. If I was wearing my dietitian hat, you kind of introduced yourself as a cudgel because, ooh, you got some consonants after your name. You paid for certification. That's great. That's great. Did you learn anything? That's much more important. Are you saying things that are helpful and truthful, or are you just grifting? I don't care about your letters. I don't care if you have a doctorate. I don't care if you paid 500 grand for school. I don't give a fuck about the letters after your name. It doesn't make you right. This appeal to authority because, oh, I'm a registered dietitian. Well, we know the vast majority of people in the medical industry are absolute fucking morons. So you're literally just telling everyone, hey, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm brainwashed and I want to tell you something that's not going to hurt your feelings. Isn't it a safe space? It's a safe space for your French toast sticks. It's a safe space for your fried chicken. Yeah. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad because you're on a diabetes speed run. Don't feel bad. You got some fiber, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah.
And let's add like a side salad or some veggies or fruit on the side to that lunch.
Not helping.
Maybe add some almonds or roasted edamame to the...
Add some soy. Are you low on soy? Eat some edamame. There's nothing that tastes more like absolute fucking trash than edamame. You ever go and get sushi? You ever go and get sushi and like the appetizer is like, hey, do you want a steaming pile of shit before you have the food that you want? Let's eat some edamame. Is this supposed to be edible? Would you like some rocks before your sushi? Would you like to eat some marbles? Why don't you dip this in soy sauce? Why don't you dip the soy in soy sauce?
Apple bar to bump up the protein and healthy fats.
Eat a steak.
Honestly, I am just so damn distracted and disgusted by people's complete lack of humanity.
Lack of humanity? Lack of humanity. The truth is a lack of humanity these days. This isn't even about the food. This is about the weakness. Just absolute void of any kind of strength and integrity. Just the lack of humanity. You are trying to massage a morbidly obese woman's, that's the evil part. All right. You're defending terrible fucking habits because someone said something that maybe this person didn't like in the comments. Just because you're not morbidly obese doesn't mean you're healthy, but lying to people is even worse. So you can be like, I don't like these comments, but she's not eating good. She should be eating more steak and eggs. You could have said that. Okay, don't leave mean comments on the internet. That's up to your opinion, whether it's mean or it's just straight truth. And yeah, you shouldn't be posting. These people know the body positive. This is what I eat in a day as a morbidly obese person that works in an office. No shit. You eat crap. Anyone surprised that a morbidly obese woman eats crap and doesn't move and sits in a chair all day? I don't know. Water's wet in other news.
Especially because you guys should really know that if this was a thin creator posting this, what in a day,
I would say the same thing.
Comments would be telling her to like get them nuggies and like praising her relatability rather than telling her that she's given up so young. Comments like this.
Not here. That's crap. I don't care who's taking a picture or who's videotaping it. I don't give a shit. That food's garbage regardless of who you are. But obviously, if someone who's exercising all the time, yeah, they could have an apple bar if they want. It's still garbage. But if I have an apple bar, I'm not going to be morbidly obese. You know why? Because I exercise. Everything else that I eat is on point. But I'm also not going to make that shitty choice. So that's why you don't see people that are in great shape eating a lot of crap like that, because it's not good for you. There's no value. You're not getting anything of value. Oh, there's fiber. Yeah, sure. I can eat some like ultra processed apple bar and throw some Metamucil on it. Oh, it's healthy now. It's healthy now. Look at that face. Oh, God.
Only serve to reinforce shame, guilt, and create further roadblocks and hurdles to make new behaviors.
As she tries to guilt and shame people for telling the truth. Well, they're right. Maybe you don't like their delivery, but it's absolutely correct. This grift has got to stop. This grift, Abby, has got to stop. You're an absolute train wreck and an embarrassment. I'd be embarrassed to call myself a dietitian.
There's a lot of shit going on in the world right now, and you accomplish absolutely nothing from being a total asshole online. So let's all do better, okay? Next.
Okay. This is what happens when you live in a female-driven society. Long live the patriarchy and repeal the 19th. Get the fuck out of here. Well, you're from Canada, so she doesn't count. We don't care. We don't care about Canadian opinions in this country, especially female Canadian opinions. The swole sluts know. The actual bio twats in the Swole fam don't put up with this shit. It's weakness. It's weakness. It's weakness projected as moral authority. That's all it is. They're just reassigning, she's not making bad choices. You're a mean person for saying the truth. Uh-oh, feelings. Well, good. She should have some fucking shame. She wouldn't be shoveling garbage into her fucking face. Help someone by giving them the actual real information. And if she doesn't want negative comments, turn the comments off or don't post online. But then you can't grift harder. Grifting harder than last time, Abby. Cool. Top result for the retard awards. We should do the retard awards. What an absolute grift. What a snake. What an absolute snake. No shame. Abby needs some fucking shame. Man, I'm assuming she doesn't get negative comments in her videos. She probably deletes them. Does anyone see anyone push back? Go look at her page. I don't really know when this video came from. I didn't put it in my folder. But go look at the comments. If you don't see any pushback in the comments, it's because she's blocking and deleting all negative comments. There's no way. There's no way that people are all like, yes, queen. You're absolutely right. Oh, your feelings. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. What a joke. What a joke. Don't eat garbage and you won't be morbidly obese. Get over yourself. Virtue signaling twat. We don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I'm so beyond giving a shit about anyone's fucking feelings, especially for the obvious. Don't care. Do not care. So, cool. This one's called White People.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the world.
What's in the box?
There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. We don't need a negative comment on social media.
You must be new here. You must be new to the interwebs.
I've had it with white people.
Me too.
That triple trumped. Yeah. That have the nerve.
Triple trumped? Triple T?
I have a problem with white people that triple trumped.
Should we tell her how many black people triple trumped? We're not ready for that conversation, are we? Right.
And the audacity to walk into a Mexican restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, an Indian restaurant, go to perhaps their gay hairdresser. I don't think you should be able to enjoy anything but Cracker Barrel. And if you want to triple Trump and you want to browbeat DEI and you want to browbeat gay people and you want
browbeat gay people, you're talking about faggots. You're not talking about actual gay people. I'm going to pause it right there because this shit pisses gay people off more than anything else. These fucking white liberal women that project their own hatred into gay people. All right? Mama Swole is a cosmetologist. She has hair, she has everything. So we know a lot of gay people. And they say themselves are like, you know, they're Republicans, they're conservative. They're like, I'm gay, but I'm not a faggot. They say it all the time. Okay? So what you're talking about are cult members. You're talking about the Rainbow Coalition that will say anything, pretend that they're neither. I'm a non-male. I'm a non-female. You're talking about cult members that are using this rainbow flag as a cudgel, as this victim shield. You're not talking about gay people. Gay people do not want to be associated with these fucking lunatics. I promise you that. I promise you that. Okay? That's not coming from me. I promise you. And the way that these racists always talk about race, that's why they're talking about race all the time, because they're racists. Okay? These are the race grifters. And they're pretending like everyone else. You can vote for Trump. You can triple Trump. You should never talk to a gay person. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Again, what are you saying? I can't go to a Mexican restaurant because, okay. What do you mean? I can't, the audacity to live in this country and be a citizen and go and buy food from other citizens? Again, the whole Mexican American, African American, you're American or you're not. You're American or you're not. Enough with this dual allegiance. Oh, you came from somewhere. Cool story, Hansel. Are you American? Yes. Are you something else? Okay, you could visit or you go back. Pick one. Pick one. Where's your allegiance?
To browbeat black people as you've been doing for 400 years. And you want to browbeat this generation
Browbeat. She likes that word.
of immigrants that come over here and open up businesses earnestly, pay their taxes. You want to demonize.
They don't pay their taxes. If they're illegal, they're not paying their taxes. They're not even citizens. They shouldn't do. Illegal. They're criminals. They shouldn't have a business. How do they get a fucking license? How do they vote? How do they have a car? How are illegal immigrants getting into a car and going to a job? Who's fucking hiring criminals? You're not supposed to be here. Browbeat? What are you talking about? I'm just waiting for anything aside from just semantic, emotional arguments from these women. Why is it always women? Why are the women always retarded? Seriously. Oh, feelings. Oh, imagine going into a Mexican restaurant. I've done that. I pay for food and I eat and I leave. I don't trash the place. Are they citizens? Cool. I love how everyone's just like an immigrant. Yeah, I don't think you know what that word means. I don't think you understand what that word means. I really don't.
Them and call them rapists and felons and all this shit when the felon is.
Are they rapists and murderers? Look at that face. Are they rapists and murderers? They are? Oh, but they only raped in another country. Oh, I got it. So it's cool. They're rapists and murderers and they escape or they left and now they're opening up businesses and getting, kickbacks and grants and shit like that. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, they raped and murdered another country. Cool. Yeah, get them all out. You do realize if you break into the country, you're a criminal because you're illegally here. You don't have to be running around the street stabbing people, but you're not supposed to be here. Bye. I agree. Let's get out all the criminals. But guess what? If you're a rapist and a murderer, you're not like coming out with your hands out like, hey, I rape and murder people. Take me back. They're hiding. It's not that easy where you just push a button and then all the illegals just come out of the woodwork and we just ship them back. That's why you have to go get them because they're here illegally and they know and they're hiding. Yeah, they're escaping. And then you have these fucking idiots that are defending rapists and murderers and criminals. They're all criminals. If you're illegal, you're a criminal. And if you're not illegal, why are you hiding? Yeah, show us your papers. You don't speak any English. Okay. Are you a citizen? You're not? Oh my God, they're deporting him. What are you talking about? Show us your papers. You have an ID. I have to show my fucking ID if I want to buy anything. Try doing anything without your ID. How do these people fucking survive without any, how do you get shit? You can't even get a fucking cell phone without an ID and proof of a fucking power bill. How are you living? How do you do this? Oh, I'm not a criminal. Oh, so I actually have to go by the regulations? Oh, I got it. Oh, you mean criminals do things not by the book? Oh, you mean they try to do outside the system because they're illegal and they know it, so they're trying not to get caught. Oh, I get it. Got it. It's not that complicated.
Is the teeny weeny mushroom cock piece of shit, Kankle's McTaco tits at the top of the ticket.
That was pretty good. What a fucking loony bin. That was a good insult, but that's holy fucking wildly retarded. What an insane witch.
Felon is the teeny
Taco
weeny
tits?
mushroom cock piece of shit, Kankle's McTaco tits.
Let's not talk about that nose job that your face wants its nose back, for fuck's sake. Holy shit. You know what it looked like? It looks like her nose was pulled to the front like clay and then twisted.
At the top of the ticket. I have fucking had it from top to bottom. White people that triple Trump should be banned, boycotted from enjoying the best thing that America has to offer, which
is what? criminal aliens making tacos. The taco cart. You could remove all taco carts from this country. No one gives a shit. Oh, we should be banned. Oh, they're so loving. Oh, she's so accepting. Everyone should be banned. We know. We know the left wants people dead. Whoever doesn't agree, they want them in jail and or dead. She's just not saying it out loud. She kind of is, but that's where the left always goes. It's always the left. Very, very rarely is it ever the white or the right. The neo-Nazis, where? The white supremacists, where? People are confusing racism and white supremacy for people that have been absolutely Americans that have been fucked over for decades and just don't care anymore. That's the confusion. So they do this on purpose. They endlessly race bait. They endlessly beat people over the head with their virtue signaling. And then when people are like, you know what? Fuck you. Call me Hitler. Call me a racist. Call me this. We don't fucking care. You're such a grifter. We're over it. I don't give a fuck. No one fucking cares anymore. Don't confuse that with racism. Don't confuse that with, no, I just don't care about your feelings. Why the fuck would I? You don't give a shit about anyone's. You should be banned. Yeah, we know. We know you want everyone dead. We know that. What do you, we know. Yeah, we don't care. I don't care. I don't care what this twat says. She hasn't gotten fucked in 50 years. I don't blame her for being upset. Can you blame anyone? Who the hell wants to dick that? She's got fucking like steel teeth in her twat. After you get past the cobwebs. Sandy puss.
Multiculturalism. Get your fat asses out of the from enjoying the best thing that America has to offer, which is multiculturalism.
Multiculturalism is not the best thing that America has to offer. Unfortunately, for them, the multiculturalism is the multiculturalism. Let's just fucking airdrop 100,000 Somali immigrants into a fucking city. Nothing's going to go wrong there. Let's just fucking pour oil into water. People have been accepting of immigration and things like that. If you're not bringing your best, that's the whole point. You can't just airdrop. You can't force this kind of, you can't mix cultures that have nothing to do with one another. It does not work. But then you're a meanie head and you're a racist. It's like, can you not drop 100,000 refugees into our town? That's not multiculturalism. That's forced. That's forced homogeneity. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You can't force people to do things. You can't force people to like. And no one wants to like. You have a small town in the middle of nowhere and all of a sudden you just airdrop all these fucking Arabs into your country and then you have to wake up to like the mosque call every 6 fucking minutes. No one wants that shit. That's not our culture. Get the fuck out. Do it somewhere else. Do it across the world. Totally fine. Do it over there. No one wants that shit. Just because you have a pulse doesn't mean you get to do whatever you want. You're not, the whole, what she's saying is that if you're not white, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But if you're white, you're wrong. You know what's weird? She's fucking white. But she looks like the Wayans brothers wearing whiteface. Like she looks like a black person that's wearing white makeup. That's how ugly she is.
Your fat asses out of the Mexican restaurant. Get your fat asses over to Cracker Barrel because nobody wants to see your fucking smug ass, teeny weeny, pink arm, big gut around. Nobody wants to see that shit. No one.
Ew. Look at this fucking thing. I've had it. Oh my God. Just listening to fucking women complain. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. These are the same women that are going to complain about men. Look, she's complaining about men. Why do you think that is? What do you think that is? What fuck? Like, no one wants to be with her. No one, I mean, if she's married, holy shit. I feel bad for your cuck of a husband. Good Lord. Good Lord. Who wants to listen to that? No one. Which is why they're so angry, because they're not getting any attention. And they've been taught to hate men. They've been taught that the white man is the enemy. The white man is evil. And guess what? They're not going to want to bang you. And then you're going to get more upset. And now you're upset because no one wants to be with you. Ho, 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 shocker. Your personality sucks. At the bare minimum, your personality should at least attempt to make up for your face. In this case, it falls far, far, far short.
Matt Damon.
Bratitude. We got a lot of retards on YouTube. Best thing in America is foreign cultures. The best thing in America is foreign cultures. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. What a white privileged asshole. Okay. It's going well. It's going well. Yeah. Other culture. There's other countries for a reason. You could be cultural in your own country. In here, it doesn't matter. See, the racism is really deep with these idiots. It's not about the multiculturalism. That's not what it's about. This is America. It's the United States. We have morals, we have principles. We know you don't, but we do. And it doesn't matter. As much as you really want it to be this whole race baiting shit, it's not what it's about. I don't care about the melanin content. I don't care about your tan. I don't care where your ancestors fucking came from. Are you an American? You believe in these values? Cool, you can stay. When you drop millions of people and flood them in that don't share your values, guess what you're going to have? You're going to have a hot fucking mess. I don't go over to Afghanistan or Iraq or the middle of, whatever the fuck. I don't go over there and try to enter your mosques. I don't give a shit if you want to pray 10 times a day. I don't care. I don't care. You know why? Because that's your life. That's your culture. Cool. That's not us here. So you do not have any say of what we do in our house. And that's what people are learning, unfortunately. It shouldn't be complicated, but it is. This one's called Kelly Osbourne. What's this going to be?
the box?
So we got here.
If you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilets, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that,
No.
you know what I mean? Like when I'm saying that
There's more jobs to be
in LA, they always
but
they
Latinos are not only the only people
I didn't mean it
doing
like that. Come on. No, I would never mean it like that.
Okay.
Like, I'm not part of this argument with.
I think what you're saying is that Trump himself
needs to look out
probably
his window and
relies on a
realize
lot
that
of
this
these people that
country
he's
is not
insulting.
white people.
Okay. I couldn't even hear all that. Fuck all that. We got a funny one next. We'll just move on to that. Clarify. Bratitude says I was quoting her being sarcastic. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, again, when you are a racist, it's projected onto everyone else. So thank you for clarifying. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Like the audacity of a white woman. You want to play the privilege game? She's just on there ranting with no consequences, no information, just saying insults. And we're all supposed to be like, yes, queen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're a fucking white woman. Oh, you hate white people. It's a weird, weird, weird grift. And again, these are people that are weak. They're afraid and they're angry because feminism lied to them. No one bangs them. No one wants to be around their shitty personalities. And they're told to be afraid. And they're told that if you don't hate these things, then you're going to be ostracized from society. So guess what they do? They pick up the fucking anvil, they pick up the torch, and they're like, yeah, get them all out. Because they feel like they're encased or cloaked by their victim shield and this like moral authority. And it's sickening. And again, we'll say this a million times. Yes, I voted for this. Yes, I don't care. And that's okay. I don't have to care about any kind of instigators. I don't have to care about someone who brings extra magazines, who's trying to interfere with federal law enforcement investigations. I don't have to care about people that are protesting on a highway that get run over. I don't have to care. Can you protest? Sure. Can you interfere with law enforcement, bring firearms and instigate violence? No, you can't. That's not a protest. That's that's violence. Mostly peaceful protests. If you burn down a whole fucking city, this whole idea, like you can protest, you can't do whatever you want. Protesting is not violence. Protesting is not interfering. Protesting is not doing any of those things. There are consequences to actions. So we're tired of it, and I just don't care. And it's very okay. It's very okay to say, I don't care. You do not have to care. Okay? I don't care. I don't care. More. Get all the criminals out of the country. I don't care if you have a business for 15 fucking years. You entered illegally, you're gone. You're gone. You're gone. Are you a citizen? No. Have you skirted the issue? Like, of course, if you're a criminal and you have violent past, and you're gone. You're extra gone. You're gone. If you want to come back in, you have to go through the proper channels. And remember, Brad says, have the immigrants move into her house. Remember the Martha's Vineyard shit? Was it Texas? I know DeSantis did some of that stuff. I think it was Abbott. Remember when he sent the migrants to Martha's Vineyard and they were like, sanctuary city, blah, blah, blah. And then some busloads of immigrants showed up and they're like, no, we have to get them out, but they can't stay here. Of course not. You don't want them in your Hamptons mansion. Oh, but it's all the immigrants. Save them, save them. Whoa, 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 what are they doing here? Don't bring them here. No, we meant you take care of them. Oh, but not here. We got to get them out. This isn't right. They're fucking liars. They're liars. They're grifters. They're evil. The left has always been evil. Okay. The left has killed hundreds of millions of people over the years. Why do you think? Why do you think that the only thing, first is the only thing that's taught in schools? Why do you think everyone just goes back to Hitler? Because that's the only thing that they can fucking think of that everyone knows because of all the propaganda in movies and all just the rhetoric. It's like, okay, he was the most evil piece of shit ever. He didn't kill anywhere near as many people as like Pol Pot, as fucking Mao, Stalin. Like, why don't you go over all these other evil people in the world? And they're only hanging on to one thing because the Nazi Socialist Party, well, he's kind of right and they're kind of fascist. And okay, they don't know their history. They're just like, he's bad. Okay, he's bad. Hitler wasn't good. There's a lot of other people that were bad and even worse. So that's just one thing that you learned in history. All you're doing is you're showing that you don't know history. You know that one thing. You saw a fucking Spielberg movie and that's the only thing that you know. Okay, got it. So there's people that believe in this country. There's people that believe in the Constitution and believe in what the founding fathers were trying to create. And there are people that say, hey, you're mean if you don't allow everything in from everywhere. If you just flood your country with the refuse of the world, it has nothing to do with what color you are. But yeah, when you're like unleashing prisoners and all your criminals are escaping and entering our country and facilitated to enter the country, again, not sending their best. Are they? Are they? All the rapes and murders of young women in our country, no one's pissed off enough about that? Yeah, this is what you get. This is what you get. And I encourage more and more people to be like, hey, yeah, we did vote for this. More. Get these people out. Get these people out. Because understand, if the left gets in power again, it's going to be much worse than it was in 2020. It's going to be much worse with the canceling and with the censorship. They already tried to murder. They murdered Charlie Kirk. They tried to murder Trump a few times. All the other violence, it's all coming from the left. It really is. It really is. Why do you think they pick on the one or two deaths? They're trying to hold on to any last thing that they can use. The Alex Preddy, the Renee Good. They jump on it right away. I can't believe they killed her. And then the evidence comes out like 5 minutes later. And then it's like, oh, they were trained to do this. They tried to do this over and over again. Blah, 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 blah. All the body cams come out. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Doesn't mean that it's good that they died. But if you're constantly interfering, you're constantly getting in the way, you're constantly escalating while you're carrying a firearm. It's like I carry all the time. Guess what? I don't get involved with situations. You get into a fight, you can lose your firearm. It could be used against you. If you have a firearm, it's your responsibility to de-escalate, to avoid conflict. You do it I carry to protect myself. I carry to protect myself and my family and make sure that I am not going to get involved in this stupid shit. Like I always say, if there's a SWAT team, breaking down the door of some drug house down the street, let's say there was, I'm not going to go over there with my firearm and run in the middle of it and try to get in the way of SWAT officers. But they have a right. They have a right to do crack and sell crack. Oh my God, they're going to take down a child predator. Let me get in the way of that. Why? What's going to come of me getting in the middle of a law enforcement operation where everyone's armed and they're taking out criminals and they're there for a reason? Why would I take my firearm and extra mags and go and get in the middle of it? Or you cannot do that. It's really like literal. What do you think the purpose is? He was just recording on his phone. Get fucked. You are literally on your last brain cell, if that's what you think is happening. Hurrah. All right. Yeah, it is all about getting more votes. So we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. It'd be really funny if everyone's like, oh my God, the Democrats are going to win again. Do you think, man, because they're doing the same shit. They're doing the same George Floyd bullshit, making this martyr out of a piece of shit. They're going to keep on doing this over and over again. What's the next one? Like the Alex Preddy thing that's already been exposed and okay, the grift. Okay, what's next? On to the next one. Wait till it gets to be warmer out. Minneapolis is going to fucking burn again, unfortunately. So who's next? They're insane. You see the woman picking up the flashbang grenade and all this stuff. It's like, these people are nuts. Like they don't care about their life. They don't have kids. They don't have any reason to live. They're willing to throw themselves on the line for the most insane causes. So don't underestimate the left. They will do whatever it takes to kill you and to burn your shit to the ground. That's all the left has ever done. They will say and do whatever. And here's evidence of this. I posted this. We talk about PCU. How many of you saw PCU? I had to get another DVD player because I have all these old DVDs and I'm like, nah, I'm getting off. I'm going back to DVDs. I'm buying old DVDs. I'm tired of scrolling. Netflix, Prime. It's like, no. I'm going back to building out my DVD collection. I want to get off all this fucking shit. I like to see my movies, see the books. No more digital stuff. Moving back to all that stuff. But you can't even find this on streaming services. Check out this clip. Really good. And the movie is goated. Such a good movie.
What's in the box?
And this is 1994. So when I talk about Marxism, and that was obviously 100 years ago, Karl Marx, but this has been in institutions and universities for decades. So 1994, when this was already prevalent and this was exposed, is why you can't find it on streaming services. 30 years later, this is 31 years ago, or 32 at this point. So anyone that was in college is now 50 years old, or 40 years old, or 60 years old, right? All the women that went to school, all the cat ladies. This is why you have these 50-year-old women that are washed up hags that are complaining and crying on The View and whatever it is. This is their training. This is what they were brainwashed with. Women are susceptible more than men. And when you have testosterone that's plummeting in our society, you have feminized men, right? It's just our society has become completely feminized. That's why everyone's a huge fucking pussy. Everyone's a fucking pussy. When you let women run the world. And it's just weakness. It has really nothing to do with all women. Yeah, that's hyperbolic. But why is it 70, 80% of women that believe this insane shit? Why are they protecting criminals? Why are they protecting rapists and murderers? Why are they protecting, like what? Honestly, it's because they don't have kids. They don't have kids. And they're just always trying to protect like a squirrel. Oh, that squirrel. Don't hurt the squirrel. Oh my God, this poor person. Oh, this poor thing. It's just, what are you talking about? Handle your own family. Oh, wait, you don't have one. So that's why you're upset. You got this whole mama bear attitude over shit that has nothing to do with you. That's why when you have children, you have a family. If you really care about your kids and care about your family, are you going and protesting? Let's just say protesting. Are you going and violently rioting? How many people are out there with, you got kids at home, you have a family, you love your job, you love your life. How many of you are out there rioting? None. Why? Because you're taking care of your family. If you die or you get hurt, your family's at risk. You're taking care of your shit. You're taking care of your family. You're not in the streets like, Rah. These are people that have no other hope. They have no other purpose in life. They're washed up and they have this is a problem with broken money. It goes to all these different things. It goes back to the inflation. It goes back to the brainwashing. It goes to all these different things. It's called the fourth turning. Look it up. We've talked about it many times. It's just a confluence of all these different events, but there are fundamental reasons why we got to this point. And it's because of the fiat system. It's because of, value for your money based on power, based on just physical strength, not on anything fundamental like scarcity and actual, value. So you're being told to do this. You're being told to do this. If you smile and wave, then we give you a little pittance. We're going to take 20%, 30%. You just can't get ahead. So people have despair. They become more nihilistic. They're like, fuck the future, short-term gratification. Let me eat, drink, and, into a stupor and just do what I'm told. You're told what to think in school. If you don't answer this, you're incorrect. You don't get a good grade. So say what the teacher tells you to say. Okay, I'll say what the teacher tells me to say. Oh, you got an A. Oh, good. Now say this. Okay, I said this. Cool, you got another A. Cool. That's all it is. That's all it is. All right, check out this video.
What's in the box?
Go watch this movie. Go watch this movie.
It's a whole new ball game on campus these days, and it's not just politics, it's everything. It's what you eat, it's what you wear, and it's what you say. And if you don't watch yourself, you can get in a buttload of trouble.
Save the whales! Gays in the military now!
Free Nelson Mandela!
They freed him already.
Hey, Sam, isn't that the guy that you used to...
You went out with a white male? I was a freshman.
Fresh person, please.
Please.
Sister, form a wall!
No, you don't have to do that.
Hi, how you doing? Is Sam in there?
In there? What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, cock man oppressor. What do we eat? Red meat. Why don't we eat it?
These, Tom, are your cause heads. They find a world-threatening issue and stick with it for about a week. What happened to the ozone layer?
It was last week. Now it's meat.
Okay.
Grill's serving up chili burgers, but they're not letting anyone in or out.
I love chili burgers. What about you, Dave?
Yeah.
Let's do lunch.
Yeah, the cause heads. They find a cause and they stick with it for about a week. Sound familiar? We got Ukraine, you got Palestine, whatever's the latest. You know, Alex Preddy or Renee Good. It's like, hey, there's one. Hey, there's one. Hey, there's one. Yep. Absolute classic. Dead on 100%. Oh, cockman oppressor. I told you, it's not new. It's not new. This is victim oppression dynamics 101. This has always been there. It doesn't matter what it is. Save, green, just ban oil, green energy, and this. And then you have, black, trans, and handicapped individuals, and they're the most marginalized, or white men are evil. You dated a white man? It's fucking crazy. Yeah, a little prescient. Yeah, dead on. Good movie. And the reason why you don't find it on streaming services is because they make fun of it the whole time, and then they kind of destroy it at the end. Everyone kind of comes together over they find their common ground. And obviously you don't want to find common ground. You want to keep that kind of rift. So yeah, it's really good. Same kind of retarded bullshit, but all of a sudden today, all these people are now in mainstream media, right? They're 40, 50, 60 years old and they still have this. It's almost like it was dormant, right? It was dormant, built in, and then it's just there. And then all of a sudden you're opening it up and oh my God, these people came out of nowhere. They're insane. Well, that was 94. So don't forget, there's been 30 years of more of this fucking brainwashing compounded. And then you have these people that maybe have kids and then they pour their own bullshit into them and then send them off to school. So you have this human centipede of retardation that just recycles over and over again. So the same reason why AI is getting dumber and dumber and kind of like that recursive learning where it's just getting worse. If you use AI, it's kind of getting worse and worse and it's feeding you more and more slop because it's kind of regurgitating its own feces. You have this with the education system. So this is why people seem to be getting stupider, because you're getting stupid people that graduate, have kids, tell them stupid things, and then they become teachers and they tell their students stupid things, and then just kind of everyone's eating their own shit. So it's just compounded retardation, and we're just seeing it more and more. So don't be retarded. Go to the fucking gym. Let's go with a throwback, and then we'll do the Swole card. All right, this one is frightening. Big glasses. The bigger, the better, right? I have to make up for my tiny brain and my lack of reasoning skills and wear huge glasses. It's called weight loss transformation.
Weight loss transformation before and afters.
Yikes.
As anti-body positivity will never stop people posting weight loss before and afters.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
You know why? Because they are so fucking normalized.
Normalized.
The weight loss before and after
I love
has
that clip.
plagued us for decades and decades, and I encourage people to feel
What are you, Down
less
syndrome?
than for not achieving the very narrow beauty standard. Look at how these front covers have. Look at the text. Look at how it is spoken about.
What are you, Down syndrome?
Doesn't scream body positivity to me.
Fatty.
Ah, it's over? Oh, yeah. All right.
Matt
Oh, it's over. All right. Excellent. Well, that was fun. Nice. What's wrong with their skin? Yeah, well, it's probably all the garbage. Anyway, that was fun. Horrifying, maybe not fun. Horrifying. Anyway, fam, good rant, good talk. Thanks for being here. Let's give away today's Swole card. It is Save the Biotwat. Save the Biotwat. Rest in peace, Norm. We could really use Norm these days. Oh, man. Talk about needing Norm more than ever. Good gracious. Save the Biotwat. Save the Biotwat. Save the Biotwat. Scroll. Oh, well, I guess, maybe he doesn't have a Biotwat, but, he's done a lot of work to save the Biotwat. Today is going to Mark. Congratulations. Mark's been saving some. Mark has a lot of experience with the Biotwat. Not the good kind, but he's done a lot. He's done a lot for us, and we appreciate it. So keep on saving the Biotwat. More. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, swolecard 3556 in the subject, and your mailing address in the body of the email. And we'll do our best. Mark's doing his best. He's trying. He's absolutely doing his best. But it's a tough sell. I know. Saving as many as I can, just Mark's going to get the purple cock. He's taking a lot of hits out there. The purple cock. All right, fam. Thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for FEF. Hit the like button, subscribe live on Rumble and YouTube, of course, and make sure you leave a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcast. Appreciate everyone for being here. And thank you for commenting. Even if you left retarded comments, I enjoy them. We have a good time. But reality is reality, and the evidence is clear. Go to the fucking gym, make some gains, feed those brain cells, get some sun in your nips if you can, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGee's, deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swoleo. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.